What is going on, guys? Nidhogg here. Today we're going to be doing a Super Nintendo Classic Mini opening. So for this video we're going to be looking at the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. So right here this has 21 games, and these are the games that come with it. So we have all these other games plus Star Fox, as well as Star Fox 2 for an unlock bonus. Also we've got the AC adapter, which I'm surprised that works for 3DS, even though I thought that was only going to work for the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. And if you remember me doing an old video on my Nintendo Classic Mini, which was for the Nintendo Entertainment Classic Mini, which had 30 games on them, I stopped at like part 3 or 4, I can't remember exactly which one it was, because I didn't like the quality of the video. Like, they were not the greatest that I had. And last but not least, got my learners that I achieved, but obviously not gonna show the list because of privacy issues and all that stuff. So I've done like 3 hours and stuff. But besides that, let's just get into the part where I'll just basically skip the video to where we finally get to the part where we actually open up the box. We're opening this up now, so these are the instructions of, instructions. These are the cables, which I'm guessing it is for, okay, yeah, oh, Super Nintendo. Let me check this out. Wow, this is actually quite a nice feel for a, classic mini console. Pretty good, just how I remember the Super Nintendo. This, I gotta say, is pretty good. Let me just open this up for a second. Let me just open up the cable. Lucky I've got some good old scissors, so we can open the plastic. Obviously this will take a while, or maybe just a few seconds if I'm pretty good, which I bet you any money I am. So just check. Remove that. Yeah, same plug as the NES Classic Mini, and of course we have another one of these bits, which just do a pretty easy turn. Just go the opposite way of the main way that goes tight, and here we go. So that's basically that thing over there. I bet you any money you like, this is the second controller. Pretty handy if you ask me. So it's the same thing. Let's go to the Super Nintendo, shall we? So let's get this out of its thing. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now this just looks so classic. Now obviously these things, just like the NES thing, that they don't have a cartridge on it. The reset button, and this is to tell if the power's on or off. You have all that stuff. This thing uses a HDMI out and a DC in, and yeah, this thing's HDMI. So for those people that don't have HDMI on the TV, sorry, but this won't work unless you can plug it into your laptop or computer and stuff. You can basically play it while actually having this, I think, by memory. But anyways, the cable and this stuff again. So basically I'll show you guys the back side of the AC adapter, which I'm just gonna get a clear view if it will. Hold on. It's a bit blurry to actually see. For a minute, let me just check. Alright, now that's way better. There you go, there's a good footage of that. But otherwise, I'll just skip the video to where we plug it into the TV over there. Before we start playing, I figured out that this is actually meant to be a dust protector. So basically, if there's dust in the house, basically it actually protects the console from like dust and the control ports, which is pretty handy if you ask me, because normally you don't see that often on consoles these days because most of them are wireless, but for the ones that plug in during the time when the Super Nintendo and all that were around, that was a big thing to get. But otherwise, let's just come on, work. No, I don't want this blurry footage. Oh, this menu. Okay. Let me just move this so we get a clear view. So we're not, you know, having any sort of issues with the blurriness. Let's see this menu. Oh, it starts me off Super Mario World and all these other stuff. Oh, I like how they show like 2 players and 1 player just like the original. I still don't understand why there's dots there. Maybe that's other save files. But overall, I think this is a pretty good idea what they came up with. Looks pretty cool if you ask me. Anyways, let's try and start off with something that I haven't even owned. Let's say Super Punch Out. I don't own that game, but I've always wanted to own that game. So now I don't have to worry about that. Okay. I remember playing this in the emulator. Never worked. Let's just go... Let's go random. Let's go for random CPU. Okay. What a noob character. What's this? Okay, that's jabs. So that means that. Alright. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, so A is to do this. That's to punch on normally. Those are the heads. Okay. Come on, just go down. Wow, he sounds stupid when he goes down. Okay, now those just look so wrong. He's just going up and down my character. Alright. There you go. Yeah, teabag. What a noob. Piece of cake. Anyways, we're just gonna press the reset button so that way we don't have to worry about doing the next opponent. So, anyways, it's just something that I own. Alright. Let's see. Let's try... Oh yeah, let's play Super Mario World. I own the game, the original, so I know to play this. Okay, 1 player... whatever, can I just skip this? Yeah, this is normally how it starts off at the very beginning. Overall, this game is still a classic and it still ages. Still one of my favorites. By memory, yep, Y is to go faster, I meant B or A is to jump, and yeah, etc. Oh, come on. Alright. Oh, the Yoshi. Yes, I remember this. Okay, can we just... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, I remember there was a glitch that gives you an instant skip level type of item, which is pretty handy. But, however, it's pretty hard to perform, and I don't remember the first few steps before it. But overall, this game still ages. Still one of my favorites. I'm thinking about actually adding more games to the system thing, which you can do by trying to add games by using certain websites and stuff. But obviously, in YouTube videos, you'll notice that many of them don't have the actual website showing up on screens because of copyrights and stuff. But overall, it's definitely not illegal to download the games for free. But however, it's pretty handy. Like, I mean, there are people out there that manage to do like 100 games, 60 games on that and stuff. I'm trying to think about if I actually should do it or not. But overall, has the same save feature, which you put it here, and let's say if I was to save this, which I know I won't, so I'll save here. But however, I'll just I don't. There we go. That's actually where I was up to, but I didn't want that, so I'll basically select, put this in the bin, and delete this. Overall, here's the display, perfect pixel, frames, which is something new actually. I haven't seen that before. Reset to factory settings, don't need to have those. Languages, which I know my language. Manual things, whatever. Okay. The normal manual? What? I don't want to be using a barcode, thanks. Anyways, overall, I would say that this is a lot of fun, and you know what's the best part if you were to download games onto this? It's not just Super Nintendo titles, you can also download NES titles, as well as Game Boy Advance titles. Heck, there's even one Nintendo 64 game that works on this, which is Super Mario 64. I don't know if any other ones work, but you have to have an analog stick controller that fits into the Super Nintendo Classic Mini in order to use the game. But however, if you try it without the analog stick, you can only just press buttons, which is redeemed as useless in Nintendo 64 game Mario 64, because you need the analog stick to move around. But overall, this is a fun console, and I definitely recommend this more than the NES Classic Mini, unless you really wanna, have the NES Classic Mini because of certain games, which is fair enough, because I find some games better than the Super Nintendo's. But anyways, if you like this video, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Overall, I'm definitely trying to think about maybe making playthroughs with this thing, or let's plays and stuff, but it'll depend on how the quality is. But with any further said, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. But without any further said, have yourselves a fantastic day, and I will see you guys another time.